Welcome back once again to Geesuv Plays Colonial Conquest, in which I am colonizing and indeed conquesting. Not that there's really anyone to fight. I imagine maybe there's some unfortunate native life that we're exploiting. Aside from that, nothing really going on. Yeah. I'm sure there's no sinister alien life out there waiting to crush us at any moment. So yeah, colony ship and Fath. Cool. Don't really need it. Don't have enough colonists, so I'm just going to leave that going for a while. Let's see. We're not really building over anything over here, so I'm going to build another mining robot because that's super useful. Fath, a new colonist. Still need another one. New life form. Huzzah! Ooh, IQ 3. Then we're gonna have some fleet force, thank you. Send it to Fath. Cobra ship! Looks like a cobra, fights like a cobra. With lasers. Yeah. And now to colonize this place. So, when you're colonizing, you're really best landing somewhere that isn't worth landing. Actually, do we get any construction if we build elsewhere? Let's find out. No, we don't. So that's good to know. Interesting. So you get food from a colony ship. What's it? What do they call it? Oh, they don't tell me. It's like a colony center or something. That's interesting. Oh yeah, so we're one of these planets, which is actually really crap. So let's build a greenhouse. Yeah, you're better off building buildings in general, just somewhere that you're never going to use. But maybe that's just me, and I just like playing that way, where I don't know what I'm going to use that for. I might one day want to harness the natural resources of a tile, but otherwise, oops. Yeah, I think Wasteland is pretty much worthless. Yeah, absolutely nothing happening there. So I'm going to build a greenhouse. That might take some time, because essentially all that's going on there is that one guy. Food robot. I can't remember if food robot actually helps. Yeah, no improvement. So essentially, it's not worth building a food robot. So I'm just going to build a greenhouse out in this desert because we're never going to use that desert. And greenhouse provide 3 bananas, which is just enough to at least get us some kind of population growth. And that's what really matters at this stage in the game. Awesome. Discovers no life. That's deeply disappointing. Oh, I discovered life, didn't I? Oh, I've done it again. Ha. So after a while, it becomes quite a lot to really keep an eye on. So, you know, whatever. Fath, I believe. Yep, enough colonists to colony up. Move ships from here to up here, because I believe I went to one with a what you call it? Exploration ship. Yeah, back in the day, when I first started playing this, I remember I used to like just colonize just a handful of planet and really concentrate on building up a good a good solid foundation on those planets, and eventually, oh, is that even worth doing? Fusion power plant. It means we don't have to build much more, but at the same time, we kind of want to get the colony off the ground quickly. Nope, sorry, fusion power plant. It's the way to go. Plonk. Right next to the greenhouse, because there's nothing wrong with having giant power stations next to greenhouses, I'm sure. No radiation at all. A little bit of radiation. Korg and Xenia. Pop. Cool. So again, I want to sound like we got a ton of mountains, so I'm not worried about putting colony shop on one of these. Get a good bit of production going on there, and eesh. Yeah, so they're going to have to work their asses off just to keep themselves alive for the next while. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a mining robot just to get a little bit more oomph right off the bat. And then I'm going to build a greenhouse once they're done. Cool. And how's Korg looking? Korg is looking damn near identical. Yeah. Well, yeah, so I was telling you, I used to husband just a handful of planets. I had this habit with a lot of games. I guess I just like having, like, I just get a fleet force. Uh, just like a small power base. It's easier to manage, I guess. But I began to realise that really all I was doing was just making us an easy target. Because you only had so much production power to go around. Nowadays, I guess I'm a little more aggressive with games, but who knows. A mining robot up there, and I'm going to put him there and get constructing. Mining robot on Xenia, which is good. Right, I'm going to build a greenhouse right off the bat, dump it down here. Awesome. No life undiscovered, that's disappointing. So, move him there to there. How are you guys looking colonies wise? Yep, plenty of colonists. Load up the ship. Send them out. Another colonist, just 2. I guess what do you have for me? Right, so we need another mining robot here. That's cool. Yeah, not a hell of a lot to talk about once I'm getting going, to be honest. I mean, things will pick up soon enough, but at this point, really what we're doing is building up our power base. We really just want a bunch of planets churning out combat ships. It's kind of cheap, I guess. But there's not really a lot of room in this game for roleplay, you know? And we are the conquering force, and there are rumours of an opposing force in this sector, and we are on hard mode, so I'm gonna take it easy with my fleet of colony ships. Oh, actually, I can't actually remember where I set them, so travel routes over there. Cool. Send it to living, just because I'm OCD like that. Cool, so that's enough food to last us. So I'm going to dump him over there, build another mining robot. Yeah, as you can see, oil only really gives you 4, so metals are actually a lot more valuable than petrol. But you take what you can get, really. I mean, if I was desperate for planets, and I didn't have this kind of trick of just churning out colony ships, I'd probably be a bit more picky about where I was going, but no, you just need everything. That's just the way it goes. To Delhi! Oh, that's interesting. Cool. I'm going to build it on an island, just because that tickles me. Fish are good. I don't think you can do anything to improve fish, however. Let's find out. Nope. So, essentially what you got is 2 food, where otherwise you just get 1. Not a great resource, to be honest. So I'm just going to throw down a single mining robot, because eventually that's going to be worthwhile. Is that? No, it is not. Yeah, forests are really the best tile. They're so useful. You get a 1 production as well as a bunch of bananas, even if you put a greenhouse on top of it. So that's a lot of food. Don't really need that much food, so I'm just going to concentrate on production over there. So, not only is there no life on 3, which I believe is Delhi, we just found the enemy, which just unnamed, which plant 13. So that's good to know. Pulsar Destroyer, plant defenses. They just wiped me off the map, like just completely. I am gone. Exploration ship did not have a chance, but now we know where they are, and I've got some colony ships to spare. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a spy satellite. I want to get a look at that planet. I'm concerned now that I've engaged the enemy, but that's how it works. You know, you just find them on the other side of the system. And that's it, you know? Eventually they're going to start coming towards me, and then I'm going to have to be really prepared to engage in battle and war. Heroic. So the that was the enemy force. We didn't really get a good look at them, but they did have a pulsar destroyer, which is a powerful ship. We'll get a better look at them, and then we'll be able to identify what exactly we're up against as soon as we get that spy satellite. So that's enough of that. Go back to the colony ships and start churning them out again. So I think that's how this works. Ah, I see. Okay, so that's how that works. We've got some... Yeah, so essentially I just wasted some production. But that's okay. Eventually I'm going to have a planet dedicated to producing energy and energy-related activities. We'll find out what that means later. Just getting settled. So we're not going to get a good look at them, not this time anyway, but at least we know where they are. If we need to, we can go out there and bring the fight to them. Which is always a good thing. Anyone else needing certain... Right, so awesome, that's the power plant done. Now we want to throw down a city complex and actually get us expanding. Ooh, take level 6. Luminous ships arrive, planet is uninhabited, Firth, and ooh, Stargate ships. Stargate ships are useful. Once you set up one in one location, another one at another location, you can, at the cost of energy, send them from one planet to another. In one turn. Sorry, in 1 month you can send it to one planet or another, which is a turn. Which means you have a really viable rapid response to any like offences, which is nice. How's a deer looking? How's Iris looking? I'm just having a look around and see if I can decide which planet I want to make my Stargate network home. Probably one of these rear ones might be the best. I could just build a ton of power plants and just churn them out. That'd be cool. Anyway, so that's enough guys for colony ship. Load them up. Send them out. Path to 18. Boom. Luma, we want to establish the colony over here, because forest gives the same kind of bonuses, and that's actually probably a really good place to put them. And I'll put that guy over there, and once again we want the mining robot. Dump him down and sort. Yeah. Yeah. So Fath's got more food loss, mostly because it doesn't have a granary. But I don't think they're going to start complaining again. If they do, I'm going to be deeply annoyed, because frankly, you really do not need that many bananas, guys. Bananas go off, don't you realise? Don't you know? I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. So, cool stuff happening everywhere. Let's start Delhi, which is the mining robot. So now we've got that, we want to throw down a greenhouse. Dump him there, just to keep things together. Luma, you've got nothing going on, so I'm going to build a greenhouse on top of one of these guys. Now, because yeah, as I say, the forest is the best place for greenhouses, because, ooh, I did not even notice that. That's silly of me, but, yeah, I'm just going to keep going with that greenhouse, why not? New colonists on Fath, owns only 2, that's fine. City complex on a dare, done. Right, what's up next? I want a medical center because I want our dudes to be healthy. Even if I can't remember exactly what it does. I'm so well informed. You can tell. Basically lots of crap happening. Huzzah! Cetus we've already explored here, which is slightly disappointing. But not terribly, it's all good. once again, put those guys down, build a mining robot, we'll throw him up there, and that's him sorted. Luma has more business to see to. Let's see. I think I'll build a mining robot just so I can get a little more production going on. Yeah, it just gets busy after a while. But there's no way around it. What can I say? Right, so now they're doing that. We want to throw down a fusion power plant and get this show on the road. Oops. Awesome, they've got their own fusion power plant, so I'm going to build a city complex just next door. Cities, we build that mining robot, and I want another mining robot. No, I don't. No, I don't want another mining robot, I want a greenhouse. Because this place doesn't have the, thing. Yeah, so I don't know why I keep calling this on the, colony ship. I always have. I don't know why. I think I just feel connection to the center of the colony that I feel like there should always be someone in the colony center place thing. Ah, I'm eloquent today. Eloquent. Was that just fast again? Yeah, it was just fast again. How many guys we got? We got plenty, guys. Let's load up and head out. Yeah, so the number of the ships, I don't actually know if that really has anything to do with, like, how many you build or anything, so who knows. He goes down there, which is nice. Going to build a food robot here, just, if anyone else shows up, I can throw them down there and get tons of food going on. Luma has a food robot, which is what I just did, and fusion power plant. I'll put them in swamp, because, you know, it won't sink. What actually happens when you build buildings is you get a concrete foundation underneath it, so even if that building you later on demolish it, you don't get the resource back. There are some exceptions to this, which is the mining robots, food robots, and greenhouses, and I think sundry others. But it means when you build some buildings on certain tiles, you'll lose them, and you won't get them back. So it's bad. It's fusion power plant. Still just 2. Cities is good. Only got a greenhouse, which is nice. Build a mining robot just to get a little bit extra production, and then they can start the whole fusion plant thing. I think that's not enough dudes to go colonizing. Blue ships arrived. Planet is not inhabited. So that's also being explored. Sigh. Not many mountains there, so I think I'm just going to establish a colony over just right there. Right there. My mouse skipped. But it's fine. That's okay. Fail. And yeah, just throw down some guys to produce, and let's get mining. Pardon me. Oh, did I do anything in blue? Yes, I did. Excellent. Ibis needs some stuff though. Aha. So, next up is medical center. That's enough for a colony ship. Boom. So I want to colonize these 4 and then head to 24. So that's good. Excellent. Things are rolling. Right, so that's the medical center. That's good. And right, so things are going to start picking up over here. What we want is a few greenhouses because we're going to want some like solid colonist production going on. So I'm going to put them down here next to the South Pole for whatever reason. Same with these, actually not the same with these guys, I'm just getting ahead of myself. Plop. So yeah, these guys want a fusion power plant. Setters, that was setters, that's everything. Let's see, mining robot done, so that ball was rolling. Put down another mining robot. So yeah, since I got spare food, essentially once someone arrives, they'll just throw themselves onto that greenhouse. Problem solved. Next up, we want a spaceport, because ideally, what we want is every planet churning out ships. That's very important. Yeah, that's essentially what we need, is just ships. Tons of ships. All the ships. Ships. 5. Excellent. Oops, don't do that. Blue. Don't know if that was the right call, but nah, it's happened. Well, that's what I'd say. I'll keep checking here, like compulsively, even though nothing's arrived. But no, we're fine. Oh, hang on, let me just check. Yeah, 19. Titan, people arrive, Fath, and right, let's go to Xena first, because I know what's going on there. Ooh. Well, that was silly. Welp. You know what, they got a lot of production value, and I think this might be a really good place for the various energy powering things. Not just because I accidentally built 2 power plants there, just because, you know, it's a cool looking planet. It's called Xenia. It's called Xenia, which is almost Xena, and Xena's badass, I think we'd all agree. So, cool. Problem solved. Sounds like colony over here, plonk him down there, and him up here. We want a mining robot, please, sir. Excellent. Ooh, life. Everyone's starting to swim. Come along, and Fleet Force, why not? Because I guess we can never have enough fighters. I want some battle stars. Battle stars are awesome. I'm doing sad face. I probably should have mentioned that I was doing sad face rather than just assuming you could see me. Excellent. That's a bunch of stuff happening. And yeah, so we also want a greenhouse here. Again, just so that once things start coming together, people start moving in, breeding, whatever. Yeah. We also want an energy storage. Because eventually we're going to want to start powering the Stargate system. That'll come together, but essentially, as long as every planet has a few spare electricity, that'll power up, and I'll be able to send ships to other systems which are under attack quickly. And that can really mean the difference between just getting wiped off the map and keeping things solid. Now, don't build another fusion power plant, just build a city in a swamp. It could be like Venice. Or any number of other swamp-based cities. Titan needs a greenhouse. And then the other bloke can get on a mining robot. Sorted. Let's check out Fath. Have you got enough colonies? Nope. Colonists. Awesome. So you get on there, and now we build a fusion power plant. And we'll be back in a few eons once that's finished. Everyone's losing food because I keep forgetting to build granaries. Well, I say keep forgetting, they're actually kind of pointless. So I'm not terribly fussed, I'm not building granaries. Take that as you will. Yeah, just a bunch of stuff being finished. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. This was about a granary first, so I remember. Boom, colonist. Like I said, they'd appear eventually. Sweet. Yeah, I should probably make a list of things I want on the planet. I'll probably do that in between episodes. Because I'm starting looking at them thinking, what else do I need? I want to do this quickly. I don't want to be saying huffing and hawing as you guys are waiting with bated breath. I know it's bated. I can hear it. All the way from here. Once again, I seem to have lost the plot ever so slightly. Stuff happening! Lots of stuff. Sweet, there's another colony ship. I'm actually starting to get a fair few colony ships. Just milling around, but they'll come in handy. If nothing else, they'll get in the way of enemy firepower. I'm sure they're willing to take the bullet for one of our warships. Oh, that was the same place. Oops. Right, now we want a city complex, so throw him down there. So yeah, that's cool. We want a granary here as well. And a city complex over here will be awesome. And on Titan, nothing is happening. We want the fusion power plant. Boom. Cool. That's fast looking. Two colonists. Excellent. Hey, it's Cal. Just a bunch of other stuff happening that is marginally interesting, and this is a kind of a poor planet, so let's just dump him over here near the swamps. Put him there, put him there, put him there. I'll mine up these metals and check it there. That's you. Essentially sorted. I want some barracks. We definitely want barracks on this planet as well. That way. Yeah. We may eventually want a extra power plants on these planets as well, if only for building up enough power, because sending ships places with stargates costs power. So we might need it quickly, you know. Well, maybe not, actually. Just as long as we have some spare building up turn after turn, we shouldn't need the stargates too often. New colonists and no life forms. Sad times. Need one more colonist in Fath. Hey, sweet. Load up and make sure we're not sending the same place. Move ships. So as you can see, the Empire is starting to get rather rapidly, well, large. I mean, Christ, barely keep track of all these damn planets. Mine robot over here. Everything's being built up. So that's the energy power plant. I also want the barracks. Excellent. Xena's got the medical plant. We also want the granary down there. Medical center. Bath, new colonist. Just the one. Ooh, a new colonist in Ibis. Someone that's not Bath. And greenhouse. Boom. Nothing's happening in Delhi, so I'm going to build a medical center. Space Vegas there, right in the middle of a desert. Actually, no, if anywhere is Space Vegas, has to be Xena. All that power, right in the middle of a desert. Space Vegas. It's badass. Barracks. We want a greenhouse here, just sooner rather than later, just because. We call it in a dare, and nowhere to put them in a rather unfortunate chain of events. I'll put him there for now. Hopefully we'll remember to put him somewhere worthwhile when we go back to that planet. We'll granary up this planet, and where else was that person? Fath. Fath is up to 2 colonists. 3 colonists. Bunch of places. So yeah, we throw him in here, we start producing, and we'll throw down a fusion power plant. Yeah, so it's a little repetitive at times, this game, I guess. I mean, once things start getting more exciting, they'll get more exciting. Especially when there are things rampaging across my planets. Not that I'm saying there are things out there in the dark. We never did hear back from the Explorator. Anyway, so I believe that oh no, it's not done. Give me a sec and I shall mining robot. Cool. So yeah, that is us done for now. I will catch you later, guys, and until next time. See ya.